up, Mattel? I'm Mal. I'm making this video specifically because I want Ever After High to come back. Now, I understand that Ever After High basically disappeared because of the release of Disney Descendants dolls by Hasbro, but they're not making Descendants dolls anymore. So this would be a golden opportunity for you guys to remake Ever After High dolls. Even I know the reboot ones were bad and it was the mold on tops and whatever, but at least they were still good. At least they actually looked good. At least with Ever After High dolls. I mean, with the mold on tops. I mean, okay, yeah, I'm not really a fan of the mold on tops. I think that's kind of cheap, but at least you have to admit that it does look good. It looks actually decent, and there's texture and whatever. I mean, okay, I'm not saying that I'm pro molded on tops. I don't like molded on tops at all. I think that the molded on top thing is stupid, and kind of cheap and lazy. Not gonna lie, but at the same time, it is also really good, and it goes well with a specific doll line. For example, Ever After High. I mean, even the reboot was actually really good. Not gonna lie, even the reboot was actually really good, and especially right now, I think that Ever After High dolls coming back would be a really benefit, honestly, because then it would be then it would be almost in competition with MGA's Rainbow High and whatever, Rainbow High and Shadow High. So it would just be a really nice sorry, minus the back, excuse the background noise. It would be a really good competition between MGA, and it would be a really good get back at MGA and whatever for stuff for example, MG is making the LOL OMG dolls, and they're making princess themed whatever. They're making I think they're making a fantasy themed Rainbow Highline as well. I'm not sure if they are. So I think having Ever After High come back would be a really good competition with MGA. Would be a really good competition with MGA, and I know that you guys and MG have been in kind of butting heads with each other for years. I think since the start of Bratz. I think when MJ first came out with Bratz, you guys came out with My Scene, and then there's this yeah. So I think with Ever After High's return, I think that would be really good, really cool, and it'd almost be like the Monster High return here. Oh, crap, whatever. It would be like the Monster High return, but I also feel like people would have the same reaction to the Monster High return because Monster High and Ever After High were the same were around during the same kind of time. They came out around the same time, so I think having Ever After High come back would be a really, really cool, because I mean Monster High already theoretically came back. I'm holding one of the crew production dolls. If you can kind of see that over there, the box cut out. So, yeah. But no, I'm holding the crew production Frankie doll, right here. Really amazing doll. This doll is utterly gorgeous. She looks almost exactly like she did, the original one. But honestly, kind of better quality too. She just looks amazing. You guys did a really good job making her. I don't have the other ones, so I can't say. But based on videos and stuff that people have made and whatever, the other ones look just as good as well, if not better than the originals. Honestly, I think it would just be really cool if Ever After High did come back, because then it would be a nice balance between these gothic looking gothic monsters, children of monsters and whatever, and they would just be a really nice balance between and children of fairy tale characters and stuff. Well, that's a bad example. Here we go. It would just be a really good example. It would just be not example, but it would be a really cool way to say hey, we can still make good dolls and whatever. So yeah, I think it would just be really cool if Ever After High did make a return. I think because especially right now, I don't think Hasbro is making like is making Descendants dolls because also it would also be cool if because you guys also won the rights to Disney dolls as well, so that would make it even more just like why not just bring these back because you guys already won the rights to Disney, so it would just be like good if you just brought these dolls back as well because I mean let's be honest here, these dolls deserve a comeback. Come on now, let's just be honest here. Ever After High deserves a comeback. If Monster High came back, so can these dolls.